Hey guys, it's Amber with We Water Wednesday. Congratulations on your new plant box. I've got everything laid out here for you that you'll find in your plant box. We're actually doing an indoor plant this time. Let's get started. Okay, so to start off, we have already laid out our newspaper. We want to go ahead and get our soil and our moss ready. These come in packs. We want to make sure we clip them vertically. Same with the moss. If you didn't get moss, that's fine. Just skip this step. We have a little fourth of a cup to half a cup of water. We just want to get that moss a little pliable. So we're going to get it wet. Great. And then set that aside because we'll use that at the end. And then we take our food. And the way we're going to feed the plant right in the beginning is we're just going to add this food to our soil. Going to help get it moist and then also give it just its first, like, hey, you've been traveling. Here's a little love for you. Let's take our pot, and then we have our plant. So what I like to do is just get it a little bit loose. Then what we'll do is we'll fill up the bottom of the plant a little bit with some of that soil. Pack it down. And you don't want to put all of it in at first because you are going to use it to also pack around the plant. I've got about a quarter of the way full. Then I'll take the plant. And then you don't have to be too gentle, but you want to be a little gentle of the leaves. What I like to do is just kind of grab the roots in between my fingers and then flip it over, give it a little tap tap. And you'll see we've got some really beautiful roots in here. It's a good one. You can either shake this soil away or you can just pop like this. Honestly, I'm going to pop it in right like this. And then you want to give it a little bit of a... Then make sure that I like the way that that looks. And then I'm using the end of my shovel to really push down. Great. Now we just want to make sure that this is secure in the pot, but we don't want to put too much soil in there. We just want to really put a thin layer above the roots, just to make sure it's in the way that you would like to see it. The soil is moist, so it's going to hold the plant in really well as opposed to if it was dry soil, because we do make this soil specifically for each plant, but also with indoors one of the biggest problems is root rot, and so this is very high draining soil, so you do want to make sure that you get it, that it's moist soil. So that's what the biggest part of putting that food in there in the beginning. I'm going to give it a little blow. If you have a paintbrush or anything that you want to wipe it away, or if you have the brush tool, this is the time to use it. I didn't use all the soil, that's totally fine. Save it or throw it away, no big deal. Now it's time to decorate our plant. So we've got our moss, and this is it's just a little bit more pliable whenever it's moist. This moss can get a little wily, so that's actually what our rocks are for. And again, just trying to be gentle of the stem and the leaves, but honestly, what I like to do at the end is I'm going to cut off a couple of the leaves that I just don't love or that maybe didn't transport very well. And with your indoor plants, you'll get moss and rocks almost every time. And really, the rocks are more just to hold this moss down because moss can get a little wily. The main purpose for the moss is to retain moisture within the soil because our pots are specially formulated to suck away any extra moisture to really prevent that root rot. We probably won't need all of these rocks, just like we haven't been using all of the moss or the soil, but you know, it's better to have enough than not enough. So again, you're welcome to throw it away or use it again for any of your other plants. I'm gonna take some of my favorite rocks. Again, we're just kind of keeping that moss down with these rocks. So you just place how you would like to see it placed. I think, honestly, that's good here. Now I'm gonna take my scissors and just cut off some of the leaves that maybe didn't transport as well. See how they have little cuts on them? Honestly, trimming a plant is one of the best ways that you can promote more growth, more healthy growth. And so if you ever see plants with leaves with just like brown spots on them, cut it off, cut it off. I like the orientation, I love the look of it. And I think that we have it, guys. That's it. Take your QR code. Now this QR code is going to tell you what the plant is and the type of care that it needs, so how often to water it, how often to feed it. You can also name your plant, write your name somewhere on the back if you want to, or the date you planted it, whatever you want to use, just pop that right in there. And there we are. Next step is the most important, which that's going to be in your planting instructions. It's finding the correct light. So once you scan that QR code, it's going to tell you what kind of light that it needs, and whether that's a south-facing window, west-facing window, shade, direct light, all of that information you'll find right here on the QR code. But it is one of the most important steps to making sure that you and your plant have a wonderful, successful relationship. All right, guys, happy planting. Thank you so much.